Welcome to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Daniel,
and I, Talasha, share with you about some of what God is growing here at College Mennonite Church.
About 30 of us gathered at Camp Friedenswald on Sunday.
We had a short time of worship around a campfire in the morning, which included acting out a Bible story, singing with boomwhackers, and throwing snowballs at our distractions.
The story we read was the Mary and Martha story, the same one as the worship service and theme here on Sunday morning in the sanctuary.
So we decided to make the rest of our time at camp a practice in being Mary.
The day was mostly free time, with encouragement to hike and sled and play games and just be in God's creation with God's people.
Daniel had a Martha day, preparing food and spaces so that the rest of us could have a Mary day.
But that didn't mean I didn't get some moments at the feet of Jesus.
One of these moments came when he was washing dishes.
Yes, I looked up and looked out the window to see none other than Joe Springer flying down the hill on a tube with a look of pure joy on his face.
Soon you'll see a video of that and some other videos and pictures of our day together.
Many of the people who chose to come were those with children 12 and under, but the day was greatly enriched by also having people without young children present.
Ask Don Yost, Becky Horst, Phyllis Stutzman, Phil Waite, Joe Springer, and Joanne Brandt for some stories.
Or Diane Hertzler, who joined with her grandson, Isaac.
All in all, it was a time of building relationships with others and with God.
And we all get another chance to get to know each other better in just over a week on February 27.
The 9:30 service will let out right at 10:30 so we can head straight to hot drinks and hearths outside.
Those who usually attend the 11:11 service can come a little early, and we'll all gather around the heat sources to share stories and make some new friends.
We hope that many of you can join us.
Guess what? Lent is coming quickly.
Remember to sign up for a Bread and Cup small group.
Check your church email for more details on that.
We also will be handing out some Lent resources, including a Lent calendar on February 27.
Those are for people of all ages, so make sure you pick one up.
March 2nd is Ash Wednesday, and we will have hands-on stations set up in the sanctuary all day.
At 6:30, we'll have an Ash Wednesday service here in the sanctuary, similar to the ones that we've had the last several years.
Mark your calendars for all of these ways that we can journey with Christ together.
June Allman Yoder has a story to share.
Last week, she went to Waldrof's to buy shoes.
She didn't know the person assisting her, but in typical June fashion, she found a connection and began chatting.
When the woman asked June what she was up to these days, June told her about the work of CMC with immigrants.
To make a long story short, the conversation led to the woman donating 2 twin beds and a full-sized bed.
Lisa Caskey, who is also working with this ministry, shares that she's in a book club with a pastor from Creekside Church of the Brethren.
That congregation has been looking for a way to help in the community.
So when Lisa shared about CMC's work, the pastor brought the story back to her congregation.
Creekside decided to join by donating clothing.
As June says, we must share the story of the work we are doing everywhere we go. Who knows who might want to be part of the ministry?
Amen to that.
So, as you go into your weekend and the week to come, share the story.
And remember, God was, God is, and God will be.
Thanks be to God.
The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.